to Mars may be close in sight for Elon Musk. His brother Kimbal Musk, who clearly shares that creative gene, is betting big on something right here on Earth. And that's the future of farming. Not farming in the fields, but right here in a 40-foot shipping container. And Kimbal is actually raffling off his own Tesla Model 3, the sixth one off of the assembly line, to fund his mission. Watch this.
When you think about farming, you typically picture this. But what if you could fit all that in a single shipping container?
It really is decadent.
Kimbal Musk, brother of billionaire tech mogul and Tesla Motors founder Elon Musk, is betting big that this is the future of farming, urban farming. So he founded the project Square Roots.
Square Roots empowers the next generation of real food entrepreneurs to bring locally farmed food, delicious real food to your community.
Each modular unit takes up about 320 square feet, but has an annual yield equivalent to a 2-acre plot of farmland.
A good farmer can produce 50 to 100 pounds of greens a week. That's amazing.
And Kimbal is not just growing food, he's training the next generation of farming entrepreneurs.
We could have a campus in each city with 10 to 100 farms. So every year, we're unleashing 10 to 100 young entrepreneurs into America.
This is Genovese basil.
Sarah Constantino is part of the second class of Square Roots farmers.
I do everything from seeding the plants to transplanting and harvesting them, packaging them up and delivering them to our customers.
Halfway through the program, Sarah's now running her own container.
I didn't necessarily plan to become a full-time farmer after this, but now that I'm here, it's sort of hit a passion of mine in terms of developing community, focusing on agriculture.
With today's amazing technology in indoor farming, the food tastes better. It's way better than shipping it thousands of miles from somewhere else in the world. So this is the future of farming, and it's a super exciting future for America.
Joining us now is the founder of Square Roots, Kimbal Musk. Kimbal, welcome.
Thank you.
I like the name. All right, so walk me through it slowly.
Okay.
I live in New York City, so this
Yep.
seems like I might be a target audience for this.
Yeah, that's right.
Explain why this is needed.
Well, you know, when I first started, I have a restaurant in Colorado called The Kitchen, and we started it about 15 years ago. We really struggled to find food that tasted good. And the industrial food system is literally designed for food to ship thousands of miles. It's not designed to taste good. Usually high-calorie, low-nutrition food. And it's a lot of the cause a lot of problems we have in food today. And if you can grow the food really close to home, if you grow close to the restaurant, the food just tastes so much better. Mm-hmm. So that was sort of my initial thinking was we just need to get food closer to our community.
It's like an urban garden.
Tastes. I mean, anyone who's grown in their own backyard knows how much better it tastes.
Right.
You harvest right then, you eat it right then. It truly tastes so much better. And when I came across this technology, it was about 3 or 4 years ago, the ability to grow food indoors that truly tastes better. Obviously, indoor farming's been around for a long time, but not this new technology. It just tastes so much better, and we'll get to try some of it in a bit, but it is absolutely delicious, so much better than anything shipped in from thousands of miles away. We created this technology that enables a young farmer to do a completely closed environment so they can grow any food they want, any greens they want. We have some radishes as well, but for the most part, it's greens. And they can design it, literally design it the way a chef might like it or what they think their customer might like. We have one farmer who took, and this is so cool, he took his container and he is able to control the weather. So he can decide what time the sun rises, what time the sun sets, everything. And in Italy in 2009, there was this vintage of basil, just the basil that we normally eat, but that particular year is quite a famous year for basil in Italy. And he went into the weather records and recreated the summer of Italy 2009 inside of his container.
Whoa.
What time the sun came up, what time the sun set, what days did it rain, how much oxygen was in the air, what was the temperature, what was the humidity, everything. And now sells the most premium basil in the whole city of New York because it just tastes so much better.
Now, you don't have to worry about pesticides or anything like that?
No pesticides, there's absolutely no artificial ingredients, anything in there that would make you be concerned. It is the cleanest food you can possibly eat.
Is it techie? You know, am I like eating computer-generated Leaves?
Honestly, I think proof's in the pudding. You just got to try it.
All right, let's see. What do we have here?
Well, this is mustard greens. This is sorrel. This is lemon basil. And these are radishes.
All right, I'm going to try the sorrel.
Sorrel is just incredible. And that was harvested about 4 or 5 hours ago.
Really?
Amazing, isn't it?
Oh, it's sweet.
Yeah. And it's got a nice tang to it.
I don't know what normal sorrel tastes like because I'm not a food person, but I like it a lot.
It's great.
Yeah.
And what's great is a young farmer can now grow enough sorrel that makes sense for the local community, whether people want to buy it directly. Any office managers out there in New York City can have us come to a farmer's market in your office.
Now, I know you've dedicated your life to food. You had a very bad skiing accident. You were doing a tubing.
I know. So I wish it was more exciting.
I know, but it's interesting to me because you broke your neck.
I did.
And you resolved then and there that you were going to dedicate you're a professionally trained chef.
I was a professionally trained chef, was building the kitchen, restaurants, working with school gardens, but not at any scale. And when I had that very serious accident, I went down a ski hill, tube flipped, I landed on my head going 35 miles an hour, broke my neck at C6 and C7, ruptured the spine, paralyzed for 3 days. And it's hard to describe paralysis. It's almost like an indescribable, it's like a non-feeling. But it was such an extraordinary amount of shock in my system that the doctors, actually, funny enough, said, we can fix this, don't worry. But it's hard for you to process when you're paralyzed. And when I went into surgery Tuesday evening, I just told myself, if they do fix me, I'm going to apply all of my background and skills to making a better future for food, bringing real food to America, bring real food to everyone, and do it at scale and figure out ways to do that. Woke up the next morning, and it was kind of a bit of an anticlimactic morning because they said I could walk, except that I would have to be horizontal for 2 more months.
Oh.
And but thankfully I could walk for 2 more months, and then I worked on Next Door, which is our more affordable version of the kitchen. We're actually in Indianapolis, where some of your fans last night were so excited that we're on the show, and we're in Memphis and in Denver. But the idea was to create a more affordable version of the kitchen, a more affordable real food restaurant. And then the Learning Gardens, Big Green, which hopefully will get a lot of your fans to support through the Model 3 giveaway, is a new way of doing school gardens. These are beautiful outdoor environments, teach kids science through the growing of food.
Trying to get healthy food to kids in neighborhoods that aren't privileged. And I love the giveaway.
Thank you.
Right? It's the 6th Tesla...
Sixth Model
made.
3 ever made.
Okay. All right, we're going to talk about it on the other side because we want to tell the people how it could be yours. Also, how you can get a spot on the first SpaceX rocket carrying humans. that too, in 3 minutes. And we're back now discussing the future with Kimbal Musk, the founder of Square Roots. Okay, so you're auctioning off what exactly? The 6th Tesla ever
Model
invented?
3 ever made. So it's so special to have one of the first cars off the line. They're mostly handmade because we have our top engineers and our top artists working on the cars, and only very, very close friends of the company get access to the early cars. And I have it, and I've had it for the other cars as well. And when I got the Model 3, I just thought how much more special it would be for someone who's a Big Green supporter, who's helping us connect kids to food, to have it. And I found a company that could help us promote it for as little as $10. Someone can enter to win my Model 3. And I think it's the most exciting thing in the world.
That's
to imagine
very cool.
someone.
You help a good cause and you drive away with a very cool car.
I'm going to be so excited to find out who gets it, and I'm so excited to just.
We're going to give all the details at today.com/Megan Today. But I've got Kimbal Musk here, so I've got to ask you, when are we going to Mars? Are we going to colonize it? And is it true that actual, real private citizens are probably going to get a trip around the moon, thanks to the Musk family this year?
Yes.
Wow.
So Mars, I think, is definitely within our lifetime to colonize it for sure. I think we'll probably get to Mars in the next 10 years, which is pretty amazing. And SpaceX's goal is really also doing it at a cost that is manageable. So the government, which is our major customer, can save a lot of money doing that. Mm-hmm. And the trip around the moon, I mean, that's all cool, and that's space tourism, which we like, and we like people who are willing to support space travel. But really, Mars is the mission, and we're really excited about that.
Wow. And we know what the astronauts are going to be
You know what?
eating while
This
they're on board.
technology is perfect for Mars.
Yeah.
So it's there's nothing different in Mars than this, and it's the ability to get delicious, real food to everyone, even if you're on Mars.
Now, more importantly for us locals, the Hyperloop.
Yeah.
Elon sent out some message about this Hyperloop, this high-speed train thing that can get us from New York to D.C. in 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Is that going to happen within my lifetime?
Yes, that will happen in your lifetime.
You feel good about it?
Great. I'm amazed at how much traffic is so primal to people. Like, please take the traffic away.
Exactly. All right. So, are you willing to make any prediction on how soon within my, like, will I have gray hair? Well, I won't, but.
I think that one is an interesting one because my brother open sourced it. So governments, as well as just young startups, universities are all working on it. And may the best man or woman win.
All right.
So it's really cool.
Awesome. Speaking of best woman, want to mention to the audience, your mother, May Musk, is here. We've talked about her. This woman is unbelievable. She's 69 years old. She's a famous South African model and dietitian, and she is working the runways. I mean, like any supermodel out there, still at your age, which we love that you are age-defying all standards. Thank you for being such a great example and a great mother who's given us these wonderful children. All the best to you and your family. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
Incredible, right? And don't forget, today.com/Megan Today if you want more information on that Tesla. Up next, more bargains for April coming your way when we come back.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.